Hi everyone, it's Latin Roses. If you ever wanted to learn how to make homemade pozole, but you didn't want to mess around with the chilies, well, this video is for you. I will show you a work around that, and it will also still be so darn delicious. If you want to see how to do that, keep watching.
So pozole is a traditional Mexican soup made from hominy, chilies, and pork. If you can't eat pork, you can substitute with chicken. We're going to get started with the meat first because that takes the longest to prepare. And pozole isn't hard to make, it's just very time consuming. So let's get started.
Okay, I'm using about 6 pounds of pork. I'm going to slice it up into bite-sized chunks. Okay, I like to cut my pork into little bite-sized chunks. After I get all my meat cut up, I like to take it over to the sink and rinse it. Give it a good rinse before I put it into my pot. So after I'm done rinsing my meat off, I will pour it into my pot. Then I fill my pot with water, just enough to cover up the meat. Now that I transferred my meat to the stove, I'm going to add the following: 3 slivers of garlic into the pot, 3 bay leaves, and a tablespoon of salt. Actually, you put as much salt as you like to taste, and that's going to get in there. And we're also going to need to add half an onion, put it in the water to give it flavor. And we're going to cook this for about an hour on medium to high. After the meat's been cooking for about 30 minutes, you can go ahead and start working on your hominy. It's usually sold in most grocery stores. If you can't find it in yours, you can find it online. They usually come in these large 6-pound cans. I'm not sure why. Maybe because once you start using hominy, you're not messing around. I don't really know, but I'm only going to use half of this can, which is approximately about 6 cups. Okay, so next we open up the can and we are draining our hominy. Pour it out into a strainer, and then we're going to rinse it. You want to rinse all that hominy juice that was in there. Okay, I told you earlier about a workaround so that you don't have to use actual chilies. For me, that is using the Las Palomas red chili sauce, in addition to using the Gebhardt chili powder. These two together will substitute for using actual chilies, so we don't have to deal with deveining them and removing the seeds and all that stuff. This is so much easier, and this will still taste so amazing. Okay, halfway through the cooking process, I will come by and I will stir the meat around. And I will also remove any fat that I see with my spoon that's accumulating at the top, and pour it into a cup. And this is after it's about 30 minutes in of cooking. When the meat's just about finished cooking, I went ahead and fished out all the things I originally put in there to season the meat, which was the 3 cloves of garlic, the bay leaves, and the onion, because I don't want anybody to have that in their bowl. Okay, it's been about an hour and the meat's cooked, and this is your chance to taste it to see if it needs a little more salt. You can add your salt now. I lowered down the heat, and now it's time to start putting the soup together, the rest of it. We're going to take our rinsed hominy and add it. Be careful, it splashes and it could burn you. And you're going to start mixing that around. Next, we're going to add our chili sauce, the whole can. And by the way, this can is about 12-ounce can. Then we're going to add the Gebhardt chili powder. You can put as much as you want. I usually put about a tablespoon, eyeballing it. You can actually measure yours out. And then I also add about 1 cup of chicken broth. Here. So the hominy needs to soften up, so I need to leave this, put the heat back on higher to about a medium high for another 20 minutes, and this should be done. Okay, while I'm waiting for the pozole to finish cooking, behind the scenes I went ahead and chopped up my toppings for the pozole, which is radishes, onion, cilantro, and lime. Some people actually use cabbage, but I'm not a big fan of cabbage, so I didn't use cabbage. But it makes a world of difference on your pozole, and you don't need it. It's not a requirement to have toppings, but boy, oh boy, it adds that little extra. Delicioso. That looks like my pozole is just about done, so it's going to be time for the taste test. Okay guys, in about under 2 hours or so, you can have homemade pozole without using real chilies. I showed you the workaround for that, and it is amazing. Like I said, you do not have to have, it's very hot, you do not have to have any toppings, but like I said, it just takes it to the next level. I'm going to add some lime into mine. I have cilantro, onion, and radishes. This stuff's really good. The lime juice and the onion and cilantro just take it up another notch, another level. This stuff is so good. So if you like this video, hit like. If you want to stay in touch, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you actually try this. And as always, I wish you love, peace, and joy.